One. Noise.
Welcome to another episode of the Underdog Sports Talk Show podcast, Sportcast, whatever you want to call it. That's what we are. We're here to give you guys another one as far as ring talk goes. This is what we do on a weekly basis. We couldn't really do it on yesterday because we just get caught up, on a day-to-day living. Things happen, and we try our best to get the content out there. But welcome, fellas. Welcome, peoples. What up, YouTube? Thanks for coming in. We see we got one person in the building. Smash that like button. Follow, share, hit the notification bell. Let me see if I get my comments up here. What up, Eating? What's good? What up, fellas? I don't know what's going on my computer. I got to do a major overhaul on this thing. Every time I get on this thing live, this thing's been acting up. I don't know why, but we're going to get to it, though. We're going to get to it. Let me go unmute you guys. JP, I got JP in the building. I got Tutti Love in the building. Those are my boxing sports analysts.
Yo, what's good, baby?
What's good, Jay? We do this on a weekly basis.
What's going on?
Yeah, we try to get you guys, in tune of what's going on with boxing. We have a nice lineup here today for today's Ring Talk show. And, hey, we're here to give you guys another one. What's going on, JP? What's going on, Tutti? Jay, what up?
Nothing much, brother. Nothing much. Just here waiting on the fight night tonight.
Yeah, we have Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. As far as the heavyweight
what time
bout.
is that fight?
I don't know. They said 2:00 because remember this overseas. So they said that it's. I want to say that it's probably on right now. Who knows? Because it's 2:00 here may be what 9-10 o'clock over there. I don't know. It's overseas.
Yeah.
May have like a 6-7 hour difference or something. But
I don't want to hear it though. I don't even. I haven't even looked at my internet today or nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I actually after this weekend, it's gonna be nothing but smoke. But smoke after smoke after smoke. We're gonna have a nice lineup as far as boxing goes. Because next weekend we're gonna have another big fight. With the top prospect coming up, talking a lot of smoke, saying that he could beat Canelo, he could beat this one, he could beat that one. He could beat Mayweather in his prime. We don't know. And that he goes by the name of Stevenson Shakur, and he's doing a lot of talking. But we're gonna get into it, man. Anything you guys want to say before we get into the show? What's going on, Tutti?
Shakur Stevenson is just he's very confident, but he's bugging out,
dude. Your thoughts on that, Jake?
Yeah, he's very confident. Tutti, we know when in boxing we gotta be like that. We gotta be confident, but not overconfident.
Yeah.
See, that's a difference.
Yeah.
You gotta be confident, but you can't be too overconfident now.
Yo, let me just address the comments real quick. I got Peter Lee. He said, "Yo, why y'all look so tired?" Yo.
It's been rough in my side.
Yeah, Tutti look tired. Tutti look very tired.
Yeah, they got me yawning here, yo, man. Yo, you know what it is? I've been up since early, with my daughter and stuff. So I've been a little yawning, and so sorry to y'all because I don't want to get nobody sleepy now. We're gonna get excited in a few.
And for myself, man, I'm a little under the weather. I feel like I'm coming down with something. Hopefully it's not no COVID. I mean, I got vaccinated, but hopefully it's not no COVID. My son also is not feeling well. He's been doing a lot of coughing and stuff. So hopefully we good.
Prayers up for that, man. Hopefully no COVID.
Definitely. All right, fellas. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into our first scene, which is we got Mr. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. That'll be on today. I think the undercards is on.
I'll
right
check.
now.
I don't see it.
It could be, it could probably be recorded and we'll probably see it. But I know it said I saw on one of the promotions they were saying that it's the undercard started at 2 p.m. And remember, it's overseas, so I don't know. It could be on right now, or maybe it'll come on tonight.
Maybe, yeah. Well,
So,
before any, I want to make a prediction. I don't think no heavyweight in the world right now that could beat Tyson Fury.
well,
I think Dylan White has great punching power, but I just don't see Dylan White doing anything to Tyson
nah.
Fury.
Mm,
I just feel like he's gonna stop him anywhere from. If there's a round that I could predict,
yeah.
I'm gonna predict a 10th round knockout. I
Mm,
think that he'll push the fight to that to smother Dylan White's punching power, and he probably get him out of like by the 10th round or something like that. Maybe a stoppage or the corner jump in or something like that.
well, Mr. Tyson Fury's record is 31 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw. We know who that draw is to. That's
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder, and he's got 22 KOs on his resume, so he has not lost yet. You know, so his last fight was with Deontay Wilder. That was an amazing fight, nail biting fight, because we all thought that Wilder was going to pull out that trilogy, and he came up short. But overall, the man is he's a boxing. He can box, he can slug. I like Tyson Fury. He's about that. So, what are your thoughts on that, Duty?
He doing good right now, but he better get out of there before that young boy from Detroit.
Oh,
That
yeah,
young boy from Detroit is a
yeah,
problem, man.
yeah,
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 I'm telling
yeah,
you,
that kid's
man.
good.
These dudes,
He's good.
what's
yeah.
it? Oh, he's managed by Jay Prince. That dude right there, he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
He got a good IQ, and he's still brand new.
Yeah.
And he hit very hard, and he's very fast.
Wow.
See? And he's a big dude. He ain't no small dude. He's a big dude. And when he
Yeah,
crack you, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, he's good.
You know what I'm
He's good.
saying?
Yeah.
He's good. I
Then
mean,
you got.
even though you know what it is, and I always say this, I think Tyson Fury doesn't get he doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's an all-time great heavyweight. And to beat him, he already proved it. He come off the canvas and he had the business.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
to me, he done it a couple of times already. He did it with Deontay Wilder, who's considered one of the hardest punchers in the heavyweight division of all time. He got up from the floor and decked Deontay Wilder. So I love the way Tyson Fury fight because he smothers you, and he's just like an awkward fighter in there, but he's a good he's entertainment, and he's an
Mm-hmm.
entertainer as well in there.
Yeah.
And
Yep, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
all
busy
around,
too.
I
He
just
be
love.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keep him busy. Yeah, I like him all around. So
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be an interesting fight, and then his opponent is Dillian White. He's got 28 wins, 2 losses, 19 coming by way of knockout, and he's got and two TKOs. So and 0 losses. So let's see what happens. I don't think he's gonna beat Tyson. I think Tyson, you know, I mean, if he beat Wilder 3 times or what 2 times, well they say what was it 3? They said that draw was not to fit. I mean, if he can't, and I don't see Dillian White getting past all Tyson on this one. So let's see. I got Tyson on this one. Who you guys got?
I got
I
Tyson.
said I got Tyson 10th round knockout.
All right, cool. All right. All right, so we moving on from this one. All right. Next up, we have this fight right here. This fight is coming up next Saturday. Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. That's going down next Saturday. We have Shakur Stevenson talking very greasy. He's talking about he could be anybody right now. He feels good about where he's at. Even though his record it's a little on the low end. Stevenson Shakur has 17 wins, 0 losses, and 9 KOs. I mean the kid can fight. his last fight
Oh
was
yeah,
with
yeah.
his last fight was with Harrington. Yeah, his last Jamel Harrington, who they stopped in the 10th round. He won
Yep.
that fight. He won that fight by TKO. So um, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that one before we get into Oscar? Him talking greasy. I mean,
Oh, nah, he's confident, man. You know,
yeah,
he young. You know, he black. You know what I'm saying?
and Puerto Rican,
He confident, man.
and he Puerto
You know,
Rican.
and Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? Even though he don't mention it, but he definitely Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know he's young. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, they all like all boxers when they young. They, you know
Well,
what I'm saying? They want to be the greatest. They're gonna talk greasy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They try to get the most money.
yeah.
You know, that's just, you know what I'm saying. That's why he's still young. You know what I'm saying? But he get older, he ain't gonna be like that.
What are your thoughts on that,
I
Jay?
hear that, man. I like that, Tuti, what you said there. And because a lot of people, a lot of people that don't follow boxing, they don't understand that you got to go in there with a different mind
Mm-hmm.
frame than a regular person
Yeah,
that walk out in the street. So when
Yeah.
you go in the ring, you got to think you're the best. You
Mm,
can't think that you're gonna go up against an opponent that's better than you. You can never do that.
yeah.
So I always say this: I don't mind for a fighter to be confident or to talk trash about himself. I'm all right with that. So
Mm,
as long as you back it up in the ring, that's what I'm cool with that. What I have problems is when you see guys like, I'm gonna give you an example, like Chavez Jr. That he
mm,
talk about he was at one point he was saying he was the best in the world, but he don't back it up in the ring. So that's why I have a problem. But if you could prove yourself in the ring, then you good with me.
okay. All right. Do you see him moving up from 130?
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. All right. So,
absolutely. I think Shakur
Mm-hmm.
Stevenson. I like Valdez. I always like the Oscar Valdez. Canelo said something very important the other day. He said that he shouldn't fight him. He shouldn't look for the fight because it's gonna play out easier for Stevenson to break him apart. Canelo
mm,
gave Valdez good instructions there. I think Valdez shouldn't go in there crazy and all that. Nah, you should try to get Shakur Stevenson, get the young kid, try to do that. Let him do that mistake.
yeah.
We know Shakur Stevenson. He's not the. I'm not gonna say he's the biggest. He's not the big puncher. He
Mm,
just stings you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But one thing I tell you, if somehow Oscar Valdez can frustrate the young kid, maybe that'll turn into in favor of Valdez, so it could be for more of a competitive fight. Now, I gotta say, Shakur Stevenson is the future of boxing. I'm gonna say it again. He's the future of boxing. This kid's IQ is like none other, and I think personally that fight can get stopped by the corner, or it's gonna be a wipeout for Shakur Stevenson 12-round decision.
Mm.
I,
Well,
um, I gotta disagree with the type of fight though with you on that
Yeah,
because if Valdez, everybody know Valdez. First of all, let's be honest. Valdez was forced to this fight.
yeah.
Right? He been ducking this boy for a long time. Right? He was forced to this fight. One thing for
mm,
sure, Valdez cannot outbox that boy.
mm,
Okay. So the only way that he have a chance against Shakur Stevens, gotta attack him. Gotta make it
And
an
you want to know something?
ugly fight, uncomfortable fight. Very ugly, uncomfortable. We use your head on his chest, your head in his face. Only way, if you try to box this boy gonna outbox the shot at him. Oh
I
okay.
shit.
agree, right? I agree with you 100%, right? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm giving you what Canelo was saying. Canelo told him not to fight a inside fight because it's gonna play out. He picks you apart when you fight in. When you come to him, he'll pick you apart. That's
Mm,
what Canelo was telling Oscar to try to play a fight from the outside so the younger kid can get frustrated, and then it could be more of a competitive fight as far as not playing it to what he wants. Because Shakur Stevenson made it clear if he comes in, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna pick him apart. I'm
yeah.
gonna pick him apart. So I think by Oscar Valdez fighting a different fight, Canelo is right with this. Everybody, we all expect Valdez to come in and try to mule him, right? That's what I expect. But Shakur Stevenson can pick guys up, like he could pick you apart like that. Like he knows how to give you lateral movements, and another thing, this kid is a southpaw. So that's gonna be a very difficult fight for Oscar Valdez if he's trying to rush in.
Yeah.
He's gonna get caught with that straight left down the pipe, and I don't know, man. I think they're gonna stop the fight, to be honest.
Dude, you muted yourself. You muted. Man, you're gonna have to station that phone, man. You can't do an interview with a holding the phone, man. You're gonna have to station that phone, man. He's coming back in.
Yeah. So, Angel, till he come back, I think that they're gonna stop that fight via a stoppage, by the corner. They're gonna stop that fight.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Got to station that phone, man. Put that phone on the
Yeah,
station.
I know. Hold on. What's his name? How we fight southpaws? You step to the right.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
All right. So now, this my thing though. One thing for sure, right? You saw how Madonna beat Broner?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Broner is a person that picked you apart. If you try to attack Broner, he picked you apart, but it's the way you put pressure. It's the way
Yeah, but you and I know that Broner's not a southpaw, so it's very difficult to fight
it's
southpaw.
all right, but he's a dude that he watch ping pong, pick you apart, ping pong.
Yeah.
He gonna get you the opening.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
But Madonna, no, don't get me wrong. Madonna got hurt in that fight.
Yeah, he got hurt. Of course.
The pressure that he was putting on Broner couldn't keep up.
I hear you. You're right. Exactly. You said that perfectly right there, bro. He got hurt. He actually said that that's the hardest puncher that he's fought in his career.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. We got a troll in the comment section. He go by the name of Joshua Kicks. And you know what? It's all good because that doesn't bother me. Y'all want to troll. And I got a feeling I know who it is. There's a kid by the name of Joshua Kicks. He's saying he's saying, hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. He says, Big A, I've been watching for about 15 minutes and I'm kind of falling asleep. Bring the energy up. How would you want us to bring the energy? We're conducting an interview about a boxing match. What you want us to do is start throwing punches through the TV? Like, what do you want? How do you want us to bring the energy up? Tell me.
Yo, I think he wants you to put more bombs. He wants you to put more bombs. He wants you to add.
But he don't like it to get out. What's the problem? Get out. What's the problem, nigga? You don't like it, get out. What happened? Put a bomb on that.
Word up.
Fuck out of here.
There you go. I just livened it up for you right there. There you go, Joshua Kicks.
Get out of here. Go home. Go play some PlayStation. Do whatever you do, kid. Get out of here.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know how he want us to liven it up, but we just conducting an interview about matches that are coming up, from here on out. But I don't know what you want us to put gloves on and fight.
You know what it is. The fans that we have, they used to me and Tutti going at it. That's what it is. And then
I told. Then I tell y'all. Yo, but it's that we can't do that every interview. You know. So
yo, Tutti, let's live it up. Fuck
it. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what they want though, man. They don't work like that though. Let me tell you something. Yo, I gave it to Blue Blood Sport. You know why? But Blue Blood Sport got the same whack ass entrance all the goddamn time, and he don't care though. He's
you know what I'm gonna have to do?
The way he goes the way whatever works for him is what works for him. He don't care what I think.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He don't care what I think about the Heat. Blue Blood do the same shit all the time.
All I can say is this to that kid Joshua, whoever it is.
Joshua Kicks.
Yeah, Joshua Kicks. Listen, Joshua Kicks. Just what we want to share with you right now is just our thoughts. We're analysts and we do this. If you want to watch it, great. And if not, then I know you're gonna miss out on a great session because you're gonna break down stuff for you as far as what round we feel like the fight can be stopped. And if you don't want that, then sorry, bro. We're not your cup of tea, but
Deuces.
yeah.
Deuces.
Go to McDonald's. Get a double cheese.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? Get a double cheese.
Yeah, that's what you wanted. That's how you want us to liven it up. Like, come
In
on.
all fairness, if Joshua's still there, man, you know what? Stay around, man. Listen to what we're talking about, man. We know what we talk about.
Definitely.
If you don't like boxing, you like sneakers. Your name is Jake Kicks. You like sneakers. This is not a sneaker interview, bro. This is boxing. All right? Go somewhere else.
See, now he getting live with you, Joshua. You make him mad.
There we go. Yeah. But yeah, going, fellas, in your opinion, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how I could activate moderators on this, so that when you got clowns like that putting their 2 cents about liven it up, like, well, how do you want us to liven it up? We're having a discussion about boxing. We're having a discussion about breaking down how this fight is gonna go, who's gonna win, who has the advantage, who has the disadvantages. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, you want us to put gloves and start swinging at the camera? Like, well, I don't understand.
Yo, a cyber boxing. They want cyber boxing.
Yeah.
Yo, Tuti, move your head. Move your head. Move your head.
Oh, that was fun. All right, let's get back to the show. Okay, so we got Stevenson, Shakur, and I forgot to mention, we got so distracted with Mr. Joshua Kicks. Shout out to Joshua Kicks, by the way. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button on your way out. Okay, we have Oscar Valdez's record he got 30 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties, 23 coming by way of knockout. I mean, I don't think Oscar Valdez is going to be a pushover when he gets in that ring next weekend.
Not at all. Not at all.
He got to put pressure though.
Yeah, I think so. So
I want to say this, look, because I know for sure that Shakur. You know what I like about Shakur Stevenson is his ring IQ. To me, is like this kid is extremely smart in there. Mm-hmm. A guy coming in, head first, like Tuti say, all up in his chest. Don't let him think too much in there. Absolutely can give him problems. But he got 2 good things on his side. One is ring IQ, and 2 is that he's a southpaw. That right there is extremely hard. I remember when I used to spar southpaws, I used to be able to figure them out, but it take time, bro. It's not some southpaws that their punches, especially the punches, they make you think twice, coming inside. So you know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, this kid got popped. But all in all, I think Shakur Stevenson I think Oscar Valdez corner is gonna stop the fight somewhere in the fight. Mm-hmm. Maybe by the 11th, 10th round. I pick maybe they're gonna stop the fight. I don't think that he's gonna be able to take all that licking that this kid's gonna hit.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, quick story. One time I was boxing, everything was boxing gym, and I spotted a kid they call him KO. Some brolic dude from the military. So when I came into the gym, my trainer was like, yo, you gonna spar? I'm like, man. But they disrespected me. The dude was like, nah, we can't spar him, man. You won't get him hurt. Just like that, you won't get him hurt. Yeah. They're telling me I'm gonna get hurt. So I was like, oh, all right. So I walked away. In my mind, I don't care. I don't want to spar anyway. So my trainer was like, what, are you soft? You soft? So I was like, whatever. The dude was a southpaw, dude. He was a southpaw. Brolic, southpaw. And my IQ in boxing wasn't that good. All I know how to do was brawl. But that day, I boxed against him. And he was a brawler, but I boxed. All I know that I beat the brakes off that kid. His nose was leaking. His trainer was cursing me out. I had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? All I kept doing was running, going to his right, circling. I'll stop. Boom, 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 boom. Kept going.
And move.
Boom, 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 boom.
And keep going.
This nigga threw his body at me. I kept moving. Boom, 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 boom. His trainer said, God damn it, KO. The only way I'm going to see this motherfucking move if he jump out the ring. He got to jump out the fucking ring, KO. Yo, that nigga never came back to the gym again. Never came back to the gym again.
That's crazy.
Word up.
Ah, man.
Word up. Okay.
Yeah.
No lie.
Man, I tell you, man.
I'm telling you, if he put the pressure on him, you got to know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because nobody put pressure on Stevens. Everybody that go fight Stevenson, they scared. Not scared, they know that they know he's better than them. You know what I'm saying? He's younger, he's hungrier. Nobody go put pressure. If Valdez go, move, punches, but keep throwing punches just to fuck with him, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a different fight. It's gonna be a different fight.
What you think? Who you got there? Who you got for on the fight?
No, I got Stevenson. I got Stevenson.
I got Stevenson.
I'm talking about to make it like an interesting fight. You know what I'm saying? To make it an interesting fight. He
absolutely.
Yeah. I got Stevenson.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I got Stevenson winning the fight. I don't think he's gonna stop.
I believe adjust. If he goes in and can't find him, then try to at least try to interrupt.
Man, he got stuck.
Change the game plan and do something else.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm gonna, I got Stevenson Shakur on this one. I think he's gonna stop. I think he's gonna stop Valdez because I think Stevenson Shakur is he's gonna put pressure on him. He's going to on Oscar Valdez. What the hell is going on here?
You all right?
You good?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So let's move on to the next scene. We got your boy over here, Mr. Benavidez versus Lemieux.
Oh no! See now, this is why I get crazy when I see this man right here. This where the shit get a little saucy.
But hold on, cuz. Let me ask you.
This way get saucy.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on a second, cuz. Let me ask you a question. What you got against Benavidez? That every time you see that man.
I don't really have nothing to be against. It's that his whole camp, like the whole Benavidez family, they swear they all that. Started with his younger brother. That's why he got slapped by Katie Plant in the gym. But when he was trying to fight Terrence Crawford, right? You ever seen when Terrence Crawford was so tight that he pushed his mother? Y'all ain't see that? When
Yes, he was.
But the guy Benavidez' brother was training.
Yeah, he
walked into
the gym and he was talking crap. Yeah.
All right, and he's you a pussy. He pushed his mother to go get him. I'm telling you, and what happened? He got whooped that fight. You know what I'm saying? Is that they good?
No, not really. No, not really. Tuti. He was giving Terrence Crawford the business.
No, yeah. But it stopped in the KO though.
Yeah, they stopped it. Yeah, they stopped it in the 12th round. It was the 12th round.
Yeah, it was a good fight. But Terrence Crawford gave it to him though. Terrence Crawford gave it to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Benavidez, the power him though, right? I'm telling you, he's gonna run into trouble. Where's he fight? This guy here, what's his name?
Lemieux.
Lemieux. What's that? Lemieux got, Lemieux gonna put hands on him, but it's not gonna be enough. When he fight
Lemieux
Canelo,
got punching power, Tuti.
Yes,
he's scary. His punching power is crazy.
But you gotta understand though, he never fought nobody that threw a lot of punches like this man do. You know what I'm saying?
Golovkin.
It was no high. It was no high. It was like it wasn't no high competition like this though.
High intensity. I know what you mean. Like a high intensity, like a high output of punches.
Punches.
High output of punches.
He's going to hit him hard. He's going to hit him hard. You know what I'm saying? But once he run into Canelo next year, watch. I'm telling you. Watch. I'm telling you. These dudes don't train like Canelo, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yo.
I'm telling you. Canelo got the blueprint for this man. Watch. All
right. Let me say this. Look.
First we ain't got that $500 on that bet.
Yeah, no, we got
$500 on that.
Yeah. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. J Superstar and Tuti Love, they got a bet with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. The bet is for $500. That's crazy, just for that one fight.
Yeah.
So
and I'm gonna tell you.
I know it's not a lot to a lot of people out here, but to us, it's a lot of money. So.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna pick David Benavidez. I got nothing against Canelo. Canelo's a great fighter, maybe one of the top fighters of the last era. You know what I'm saying? The last era, he's top there, yo. He gotta be up there. But one thing I gotta say, man, when you fighting a hungry kid like this kid. Like David Benavidez, right? This kid's a two-time super middleweight champion. 2 times. He's beaten the likes of Anthony Durrell, who's still relevant in that super middleweight division. Had a spectacular. I think he got knockout of the year, if I'm not mistaken, last year. Beautiful knockout. Oh my God, that was a great uppercut he hit that Mexican kid with from California. And all I want to say is this: David Benavidez is something that we have not seen in a long time in the super middleweight division. You got guys that don't average much punching outputs. They don't punch much. They punch maybe 20 times, 30, 15, 20 times around. This kid throws 60 punches around. You know, it's high output. And I just don't feel like Canelo is going to be able to keep up with him. That's just I think that at some point, because Canelo, look, of course I do, but I agree with Tuti in this. Canelo's IQ is different. He a different dude. He let you throw your punches, right? And he catch you later. He catch you later. I agree, right? I seen all that. He done. Matter of fact, he done that similar things to like he did it to Caleb. Caleb was holding his own. You know, he let him throw everything. He caught him late in the rounds. I agree, but this is where I try to tell people there's levels. This kid has he could continue throwing 60 punches around.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. But until people land that body shot, when people land that body shot,
well, the whole thing about it
to the 8th round, it slows your body down, man.
Listen, I agree, right? I agree, right? Because I love body. I love body punch. I think body punch is the best punch in boxing. That it slows, it breaks a man down, right?
Key. That's the key.
But how can you get a guy off when he don't even let you get off? This man don't let you get off. I'm sure that the fight is gonna start off. If they do fight, that he's probably gonna end up boxing Canelo the first 2 rounds.
Of course.
And then they're gonna find themselves in the middle, and I bet you he's gonna push Canelo back because he's gonna end up throwing more punches, and maybe Canelo do let him. Let him. I'm gonna let you. I just think that Canelo, if he fights Benavidez, he better get prepared mentally that this kid can throw and continue throwing 60 punches around. And he could take a good punch too. He's a Mexican dude. You know what I'm saying? So
wait, hold on. How about that time he was standing parallel?
All right. So check this out. I can say the same thing, right? I can say the same thing when Miguel Cotto's brother, who's not a puncher, dazed Canelo in the first round.
I remember that.
But he didn't fall. He didn't hit the ground.
But he was dead on his feet. He was dead on his feet.
But did his ass touch the canvas?
No, not at all. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying that he got hurt. Right. I'm saying that he got hurt. And he was hurt.
People get hurt.
And you can tell, listen, was a flash knockdown, right? We know that was a flash knockdown. He
wasn't hurt.
Yeah,
I never said he was hurt. I never said
exactly.
He was hurt.
That's exactly where I was trying to get to.
I would never say he was hurt. He was never hurt.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, he got up fast. He actually pulled the fight out. That's what I'm saying. He pulled the fight out. He came back and rematched the kid and beat him up, like stopped him. So my whole thing about it is this: it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait for that fight. To me, that's the fight to be made in boxing. Even though there's a Terence Crawford versus Spence, that's the fight that everybody probably want to see right now. But if there's a fight out there that I want to see more than Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence, it has to be David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez.
I think that will happen. It's probably gonna happen next year.
He's already talking about Benavidez, man. It's next year, I'm telling you.
Who, Canelo?
Yeah. Ask him a question
about you know what? Listen, I don't know if you guys watch the reports, but Eddie, who's Eddie Hearns?
The Zone.
All right. Eddie Hearns came up already with after these 2 fights that Canelo had. He actually put 3 names out there, and none of them were Benavidez. You know that, right?
After Triple G?
Oh, no, I ain't know that.
There's a Arthur Beterbiev. He's from the light heavyweight division. which is, he's undefeated. He's undefeated. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not too highly on this dude, but and there's another dude that's a contender that I think he's the number one contender for one of the belts that Eddie Hearn spoke about. So I think it was Blue Blood Sports that came up and he actually showed the. I don't remember if it was him, but I know that I saw uh, uh, the ad and I hit it and I read that David Benavidez is not in the top names to fight Canelo next after Bivol and Triple G. So it's probably a tactic. It's probably a tactic. I don't believe that Canelo, because I always told you this. I don't believe no fighter is scared of another fighter. I think Canelo's not scared of Benavidez. I just know that the team. I know the team. Canelo's team is doing the right thing right now to maybe secure that fight for a big mega clash later on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think.
Okay. Well, let's read some of the. Okay, as far as David Lemieux's record, he's got 43 wins, 4 losses, 36 coming by way of knockout, and he's 33 years of age. He's 5'9". His arm reach is 70 inches. And then his last fight was against some guy named David Zagara, and he won that in the second round. I mean, the last fight I saw with David Lemieux that I could probably say that he's gonna probably give David Benavidez somewhat of a problem, but you know, it was too far ago. He fought what's his name? Gabriel Rosado. He fought him back in 2014, and he beat the dog shit out of Gabe Rosado. And
I remember that fight.
And also he fought against Billy Joe Saunders, and he lost to Billy Joe Saunders. But he's known for attacking the body, so that might be a problem for Benavidez.
And I'm glad that you said that, because aside from him being a great body puncher, he's probably one of the top punchers in those divisions. That dude right there, he fought that kid from Brooklyn. What's his name? That he opened his eyes like this when Golovkin hit him. Huh?
Oh no, not Peter Quillen.
Not Peter Quillen. This other kid from Brooklyn. What's his name, man?
Was it? Oh, Curtis Stevenson.
Curtis Stevenson. He hurt. Yo, they had to. Right? They took him out on the stretcher when he fought David Lemieux.
Nah, you serious?
Yeah, man. Yo, that was a real bad knockout. He was out. I'm talking about his eyes closed. He was out. Out.
Yeah. He fought Curtis Stevenson. Yep.
He hurt. Actually, yo, I haven't heard about Curtis Stevenson since.
and as far as David Benavidez, his fights, he's got 25 wins, no losses, no ties. 22 is coming by way of knockout.
What? Hold on. What you said?
He's 25 wins, no losses, no ties. 22 is coming by way of knockout.
Woo! 22 coming off.
He big.
Canelo, Canelo got 40 more fights than that boy. What's wrong with you?
Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on.
Yo, that's high percentage.
Yo, he looks a lot.
Canelo got 40 more fights than that boy.
Yo, he's only 25 years old. This kid,
only 30.
Duty. Hold on. Time out.
Oh, hold on.
You know where Canelo started
his career. Certified hood classic.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You know where Canelo started his career. You know they put you over there. You start at the age of 16, 17 years old, and they put taxi drivers. Hold on. Let me explain that, because that's the reason he got them all them fights. And you and I know he didn't have a big amateur career. He didn't. Canelo didn't have a big. He learned on the job. He learned with these taxi drivers in Mexico.
What happened?
From Tijuana. So let's get that straight. But no, what I'm saying is that he acting like he got 60 fights, right? He acting like he got 60 fights with top-notch dudes.
Nah, nobody. But come on, nobody have they top. Nobody gonna have 60 top fights. It's same thing with Chavez. Cesar Chavez. He was 89 and 0. He was 89 and 0 for his first life, but not 89.
But listen, whoa.
What happened? Not all 89 people was good.
But that's another thing. Look, Chavez fought. I agree, right? But you got to understand, these guys didn't have an amateur career. Chavez didn't have a big amateur career.
All right. Can I ask you a question? Do you respect Cesar Chavez being 89-0?
If I respect Chavez, what?
Being 89-0 before his first loss.
Absolutely.
All right, and
It was a different era, though. Tuki, it was a
that he
different
was
era.
fighting.
Come on.
All right, hold on, wait. Hold on. He was 89-0, right? He was fighting like every other week, right? He
Yeah.
was knocking people out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
them people wasn't big people, but you still respect him. He still got in the ring and he did his job.
But you also gotta. Yeah, no, I agree, right? I agree with you, but you also gotta respect this. Chavez Senior used to not hit a speed bag. You know that, right?
That's right.
Chavez
Yeah.
Senior don't even know how to hit a speed bag. He said his best way for him, his training, the best way for him is to be in the ring, sparring and fighting.
Sparring. Yeah, sparring. Yeah.
That's why he used to, and some of those fights that he fought in Mexico, they were not sanctioned by nobody. They actually were not even title fights.
No, they wasn't.
So they wasn't title fights. So that's what I'm saying. That's a way.
You know how bad it was? That he got 30,000 for one championship fight. I think it was 30,000 or 50,000 for a championship fight.
I agree.
Wow. Was it being under Don King?
Yeah,
wow.
That's why I say it was a different era because back then they used to fight everybody. Like Chavez did not duck nobody, never.
He couldn't.
So that is a different era. Nowadays, you can handpick your opponents. Something similar like Canelo's doing now, and it's not bad because
He earned that.
Chavez earned it too, and he never did it. Chavez earned it too. Right. He had to fight Whitaker. He had to fight Whitaker.
All right, so listen. Tough.
Well, as far as
tough, but
well, from my perspective, I think that Benavidez is going to give David Lemieux a problem because of his height and his reach. The man got 74.5 arm reach.
It's not even that. That's probably the least that David Lemieux got to worry about.
Besides the punches
that he throws. This guy
don't use his length.
Yeah.
He don't use his length. That's his mistake.
Exactly. Oh,
yes. He don't use his length.
He don't use none of that. He don't use his height. What? He actually
That's where he gonna fuck up at. That's where he gonna fuck up at right there. Here why he use his length. That's where he gonna fuck up.
Listen. That's where Canelo's gonna learn that you can't be too patient. I guarantee you that Canelo, in order for Canelo to win that fight, he's gonna have to fight like he never fought in his life. And you know how
he gotta get busy. He
gotta get busy from the beginning of the rounds because you cannot give.
You right.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. I never see Canelo do that.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, if Benavidez used his length and height, I wouldn't bet you 500. If he used his length, I would not bet you 500. Now, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't bet you 500. But
you probably would have bet it. You probably would have bet it, but it was like 1 to 10. You probably give me a 1 to 10.
That wasn't. I would have the more better that fight probably like $100 if he used his length. You know who gonna run into the same problem? That same kid that beat up Lubin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's another one. He's another
one.
Fondora.
He's
another one that don't know how to use his. He's another one that he don't know how to use his length. He's gonna get hurt really bad. Watch. I'm telling y'all. Watch. All right, well, telling y'all. You saw he got dropped. He still got dropped by Lubin.
He did. He did, but
check this out. Wait a minute,
bro.
Wait, I gotta
Lubin
add to
is
that.
not a bum.
No, yeah, Lubin hit.
I gotta add to that because they actually there was some rumors going around that they're doing an investigation on Fondora because of his gloves.
Why?
They were saying that there was something wrong with his glove.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, Fondora.
I could tell. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. You see, and this is why I say Latinos in boxing, they never get a chance. And no matter what people say, we don't want. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not in no way, no fashion. I'm not a racist. Again, I love black people, white people, everything. I'm a people lover. But why is it that every time a Latino always has to be accused of wearing something in their arm, in their hands, just because that happened over there with back then.
I'll tell
When
you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
what?
Go ahead.
Since Panama Lewis.
Yes, Panama
That
Lewis.
trained
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Since back
And
then in
he
Panama
did
Lewis.
the Spanish dude. That he used to train him over his pump.
Yeah.
Man.
Man.
Oh, you talking
I know.
about Angel something? Angel, what was his name?
No, it's not Angel. It's
No,
not Angel.
it's not Angel. I know who it is. I know who you talk about.
Yeah, that he
Damn,
killed him.
I used to train with that kid too.
Yeah, the
I
guy
trained for that like
Damn,
a
what's
month
the
with him.
name?
Yeah, he's got the ponytail. The one with the ponytail.
Search the name.
Yeah. I forgot his name right now. I can't even think about it.
Yeah, he killed the kid.
Louis something.
Lewis something. Yeah, he killed the guy in the ring.
Listen, Luis Garcia.
That wasn't. The guy killed himself.
Yeah, because he lost.
Yeah.
He lost.
Because he bumped his eye, and I asked him. He told me what happened. He told me.
I know it's Louis something. Louis something. I know what you're talking about.
They took the cushion up, but he knew what was going on. Dude.
Yeah, he knew.
And he had. I think he had plaster sore too on the wraps.
No. He had a cast.
He had a cast.
Yeah, plaster sore.
He had a cast.
Yeah.
Right? Because people like that, and then Margarito. Margarito.
Mm-hmm.
Margarito's another one. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, it's always Spanish.
It's always when they look. It's always I'm not gonna say Margarito is guilty, right, or innocent. I remember that interview that Cotto did with him, and he showed them with there's you can't be blind and not say that. All right, but it's all like I don't know, like even with Tito Trinidad, they were trying to crucify Trinidad when he fought
Joppy.
Hopkins.
Oh, and Joppy too. Joppy said that the way it felt, it didn't feel like regular gauze. It felt like a cast.
Mm-hmm. But I truly don't agree with that, because we're getting that bad rep ever since that happened with Panama Lewis. Like every time there's anything going, they accuse us. And that kid Fondora, to tell you the truth, he's just a busy fighter. He's a busy dude. He was landing a lot on Lubin. Lubin is a good fighter. He got a heart of a lion. I want to see him again. But beatdowns like that, Tutti, and careers.
Well,
right now, this kid is almost. I heard that his career might be over.
Who's that?
This guy from Cuba. He fought with Earl Spence.
You talking Ugas?
Ugas.
Yeah, his career might be over. They said he might be. It might be done. They said that it's it's just a bad beatdown. He took a bad beatdown, and I took the worst of it. So I don't hear nobody saying that he got something in his gloves or nothing. It's always every time they try to find something with with Latinos, and I'm tired of that, man. Unless you got evidence on it and that you could prove it, don't give allegations out like that, because that start giving that boxer a bad name. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, that guy you talking about, the one that guy, he killed himself in the ring when he fought Panama. He was in the Morris Park gym, and he did a documentary.
Wait, Rios
or something like that. Louis Rios.
Louis something. It's Louis something.
Louis something like that. I forgot his name.
We're close though. We're close. So your predictions on Benavidez and Lemieux, Tutti?
No, what's it? The guy Benavidez gonna stop him.
What you got, JP?
Yeah, I think Benavidez is gonna stop him anywhere from in the 8th round, 6th round.
I agree. Let's move on to the next. We have this fight here. We got Mr. Kambosos Jr. versus Devin Haney.
The Dream. No. Hold up. It's Devin the Dream Haney.
Devin the Dream Haney. This fight is going to take place in Melbourne, Australia, Saturday, June 4th. But look underneath that. This man made a statement in these past couple of days. He wants the winner of this fight. Even though it's not going to happen, because there is a rematch clause if Kambosos lose to Mr. Haney. They have to do it again in Australia. But there is 2 interviews that I heard today. Well, not today. I heard in these past couple of days. where Gervonta Tank Davis wants the winner of this fight. Okay, but he knows there's stipulations in place where he can't fight neither guy because there's a rematch clause between the two on top. So they asked him who he wanted to fight, and they mentioned some names. They mentioned Lomachenko. Lomachenko, we know he's in back home dealing with an issue, a war in Ukraine. They mentioned some other guy. They mentioned, and then he says, "Well, it looks like I'm gonna fight Ryan Garcia." So,
Yeah.
but before we get into that, let's talk about Mr. Cambosos and Devin the Dream Haney. What are your thoughts on this fight, fellas? Jay, I'll start with
Man,
you.
I know. David Haney's looking phenomenal in training camp.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sure that he's gonna get good, top-notch sparring partners for this fight. He got a lot to gain on June. It's gonna be June 4th. I think it's June 5th to them and June 4th to us, or something like that. But I think David Haney. Only thing I'm afraid of for him in this fight is just the judges over there. You know, I think that he got to put a masterful performance in order to get a split decision. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if the fight can't get stopped, I don't know if they're gonna give him a fair shake over there. You know, that's the honest truth.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. Cambosos' record is 20 wins, 0 losses, 10 coming by way of knockout. He's 28. He's from Australia. He's 5'9". Arm reach is 68 inches. And the last person he fought was one of my guys, Mr. Teofimo Lopez. He won. Split decision. He beat Mr. Teofimo Lopez, but he did bust up Teofimo, and he came over with the victory. Uh, Going to Mr. David Haney, he's 27, 27 wins, 0 losses, 15 come by way of knockout. He's 5'8", 71 arm reach, and he's on his way to Australia to when is he going to camp over there? I think it's he's already over there, right?
I think May.
No,
I think they say they're
Next
gonna.
month, right?
May
Yeah, they're gonna
5th,
month.
a month before.
Okay.
So a
And
month
his
before.
Mr. Haney's last fight was Joseph Diaz. That was a unanimous decision, 12-round fight. And it's not for nothing, but his last 4 fights was 12 rounds. And that was Linares, Gamboa, and Alfredo Santiago. So, and the Linares I know the Linares fight and the Joseph Diaz is where he got stumbled, right? They tickled him a little bit. He started wobbling a little bit.
Yeah, and they say that also he got hurt with Jojo Diaz.
Mm-hmm. So, what are your thoughts on that, guys? This fight coming up with
I'm
Cambosos.
I'm picking David. I pick a Devin Haney, easy win. As far as him outboxing Cambosis Jr., I'm not saying Cambosis is a bum. I like Cambosis too. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel David Haney is a superior athlete. He's a lot faster than Cambosis. He probably, if he uses jab the way Floyd Senior taught him how to use it and make him miss, it could be an easy fight for him. But I just don't feel like the judge is gonna give him a verdict over there. You know, I think they probably could steal this fight from him. I've been calling it since a long time ago. I picked David Haney, but I just don't feel like over there in Australia they're gonna give him a fair shake.
Your thoughts, Tuti?
I just think it all depends on his mindset, on David Haney mindset.
Mm-hmm.
David Haney could win this fight easily. To be honest, he could win this fight easily.
Mm-hmm.
But it all depends if he come in with that cocky attitude
Like
and try
Teofimo?
to, pump his
You know he's
chest
coming
out.
with his hype man.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah, nah, I'm saying though, like if he go, if he, let me tell you something. That dude right there, be having me dying, dude. Yo, but
The hype man.
if he come with that mindset, if he beat David Haney, don't worry about the crowd. Remember, you going to their home, and he just boxes his fight. He do his fight, he could win that fight. But if he try to pump his chest out a little too much and stand there and trade with Cambosis, I don't know. What's it?
But
Ain't
Tuti,
gonna be
Tuti,
a
you
good night
think
for me.
you think there's no conspiracy behind that, man? I'm talking about like
Oh
even when Jeff
yeah,
Horn, even when Jeff Horn fought Pacquiao, Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn, and
yeah,
he got,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They do it to
yeah,
us
yeah.
over there, bro. They do it to
Oh,
when we
yeah.
go over there, we don't get a fair shake.
Well,
All
all
right,
I gotta say,
but David Haney knows. I know he saw that fight with Pacquiao and Jeff Horn, so he know he gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? You going got to put some gas in there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
what,
yeah,
You
what,
know when you see him hurt, you gotta finish him.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let him. Don't do what the guy Ugas did. He had Spence hurt. He just looked at him. Hey,
mm,
you look nice, and just let him get away. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Like nah.
Well,
When you daze him, you
keep
gotta go
going.
for it, boy.
Keep going. My predictions on this is David Haney cannot keep this fight close. He's gonna have to like have
Yeah,
some
you got
sort
to
of a
whoop him.
gap. He's got to have some sort of a gap in the rounds, in each round. You know, to make sure to convince these judges out there, that it's gonna stay home. All those belts are gonna stay home, or David Haney come out victorious. But he's got to go to work. Either that or try to look for the knockout and get him out of there, so that he could come home with a W. That's the only way. Because if it's a close fight, 12 rounds, there may be some robbery going on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I could feel it. I could feel it. It's happened before.
Yeah.
It happened, it happened to one of the biggest heavyweights of all time, Lennox Lewis versus Holyfield in the Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? When they gave that fight a draw, I wanted to throw up. I was going for Holyfield, but I
Yeah,
know for sure that Lewis won that fight.
but you know what happened though? They know who to do it to. You see, Pacquiao is a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao not gonna wild
True.
out. David Haney, he black, but he ain't no nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like a Tank Davis that gonna get crazy. He gonna start throwing shit over. You know his pops is too. He's light skinned, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect the light skinned brothers. You know what I'm saying? The man's light skinned. You know what I'm saying? They calm. They ain't gonna be like that. But even like a Roger Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? Like a Roger Mayweather, they gonna boy. You know what this was Zab Judah? He choked Zab Judah in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Was Zab Judah low below Mayweather? He choked the shit out of Zab Judah in the corner. He barely passed. He almost passed out. Zab Judah almost passed out.
Wow.
There's pictures of that. You know what I'm saying? So they know who to do it too, though. They know who to do it too. If the fight is too close, which I don't think will be too close, they're gonna rob David Haney. But they know David Haney's not gonna wild out. They know he's not gonna wild out. They know.
Well,
They know. They know. It ain't gonna be no massacre.
let's talk about this little room. Not rumors is actually he did do a call out. He said he did want the winner of Cambosos and David Haney. Let's say if there wasn't a rematch clause and David Haney comes out victorious, and we get Tank and Haney towards
Ooh,
the end of
somebody
the
lose
year.
me.
Towards the end of the year, what 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 are your guys? What are your guys' thoughts on that? David Haney in a pot, in a Tank
you,
towards the
you
end of the
you
year.
want me to be honest with you? If David Haney did not have a
A rematch.
rematch with Cambozas, I'm sure that Tank would have not called him out because Tank had plenty of time to call him out before that when there was no clause or no Cambozas fight or nothing,
Are we
and
talking
all of a
about?
sudden,
Are we talking about when
Oh, wait a
when
minute.
Riley got accused?
Wait a minute now, JP. Hold on, JP. You going left now, JP. Hold on. Now, what's going on?
okay,
You going left now, JP. JP, you trying to say my man Tech is a fraud? Hold
no.
on,
What I'm
JP. Wait
saying
a
is,
minute now.
what I'm saying is that it's like he said. Tank said that in the interview too, and we haven't talked about that. He said they already got a fight for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
You see what I'm talking about? So what he's trying to say is Mayweather's the one that's picking his opponents.
Mm.
It's
Oh
not
yeah,
going to
we
be
all
a
know
date.
that. We all know that though. We all know that.
But
And
no,
he
that's what
wasn't.
he said. That's what Tank said.
And Tank wasn't too happy
Yeah,
about
but
that
it's
next
true though.
opponent after Riley. He wasn't too happy
But that's
about
what
that
I'm
opponent.
saying. I don't think me personally. There's been a lot of talks about the sparring session with Devin Haney and Tank in the last couple of
Oh
weeks.
yeah. He
And
gave up.
Tank,
He gave up.
even Tank said that supposedly Mayweather was stopping it. Tank wouldn't hurt David Haney, and David Haney came out and said that's a lie. He know what happened. He know I schooled him in the last round. He got out.
Mm-hmm.
He got out. There was no minutes. I gave him a business, and he got out the ring. So, right there, they're not trying to blow it up. I'm going to be honest with you because I know for sure that fight right there, at one point, I know it's going to get made. I know for sure it's going to get made because I know Devin Haney feels he's superior to Tank, and I think Tank wants to prove to David Haney that he could take on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he even said we were supposed to spar a third time. We were supposed to spar 3 times, and Tank called David Haney, and told him, look, I want to spar you. He said, I'm not no sparring session. I'm not no sparring. I'm not no sparring man. Like if you want to do it, let's do it for real.
Mm.
So
All right.
that is
Wait a
there.
minute now.
You can see it.
Wait a minute, man. You talking greasy over there, brother. You talking greasy over there.
No,
Hey,
not me. Listen, not me.
Man, you let me know my turn.
Don't kill the messenger, man. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just the messenger.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, can I talk? Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. First of all, for my defense, for Tank defense, remember, at that time he was hanging a lot with Adrian Broner. He was hanging around with him. At some point, Tank was going down the hill because he wasn't really making weight. He wasn't really taking training serious. That's when he hooked up with Broner.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Okay.
And that sparring had it happen around that time.
So
you
want to help him out now? You want to help him out and say he was out of shape?
What I heard, he went out that night, went to the gym and sparred David Haney, and he didn't last. Tank didn't last. I'm telling you what I heard. Me and you wasn't there. We didn't see it.
No.
I'll tell you what I heard. You know what I'm saying?
I know who was there.
I believe him.
I know who was there.
Who was there? Who?
Floyd Sr. And he said it. It was no contest.
All right, but you gotta show me that. You gotta show me that. You can't show me that.
Hold on. I put it up.
You gotta show me that. You gotta show me that.
You see, y'all don't be looking at my shit.
Nah, I gotta see that. No worry.
I'm gonna show.
I'm gonna
look it up.
But I still got Tech winning that fight, though. Be honest with you, I still got Tech winning that fight.
I mean, if that fight was if that would have been this, the case where he was going to face David Haney towards the end of this year, I'll put some money on Tank. I'll put some money on Tank.
My money's on Haney.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to make a bet right now?
Ooh.
Do you want to make a bet right now?
Absolutely. I'll take it back.
Hold up.
I will take it back. No problem.
Hold up.
Just remember what you said earlier. Look, remember what you said earlier. If Benavidez, and I'm talking about another fight now. You said if Benavidez was to use his height and his length, you wouldn't bet me that money. This kid is going to use his height and his reach and his length on Tank.
But remember, Canelo is not like a Tyson. Tank is.
Okay. Who not a Tyson?
Different style.
Hold on. Canelo? So you saying Canelo don't got no punching power?
Canelo not like a Tyson.
But you don't
got like a Tyson.
Canelo been knocking everybody out.
Hold on. But come on, it's the way you do it, dude. I'm telling you, he don't do it like.
Well, you talk about like starching you. You talk about
the way you move. Yeah. The way you move to get in.
I could agree with you with that. I could agree with you. He got bailout punch. I know what you mean. He got the bailout punch. Like if you're losing the 12th round, you can't give him that second go. He gonna knock you out. I know what you mean. I could agree with that. So you say he knocking my man out, right?
Yeah, you on mute, Tuti. Yeah, come back in. Log on and come back.
Yeah, so so his argument is that he's gonna stop David Haney. And I think I disagree with that. Ooh, and we could put another $100 on top of that.
Wow. Yeah. Hold on, he's coming in.
Hello?
Yeah, we good. Yeah, you can hear.
You see, hold on. There's a few fighters, right? From that I see with my eyes, that Zeb Judah was another one. He got that punch, that left punch. He catch you You dazed.
And you gone.
Tank gonna put you out. Tank got that movement, and he's short. He go right under your shit, and it's over.
Okay. But,
you know
what I'm saying is you do know that Haney can box, bro. Haney's not gonna stay out.
Of course. I would never say he can box, but he don't have enough sting in his punches to keep Tank away. He don't.
Okay. You know what accumulated punches is, right? And you know Tank get hit a lot.
All right.
Think about this. Hold on. Think about this. Come on. If you got a guy that came from two weight classes, right? Like Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
He came down from two weight classes and was giving the business to Leo to Tank. He was giving it to Tank till Tank stopped him. Yeah, okay. But you're gonna tell me that a guy I'm talking about David Haney is superior than Leo Santa Cruz as far as IQ and boxing skills. He's gonna use
but he
his
don't
jab
throw
a lot
of
more.
punches like Santa Cruz though. He don't throw more punches than Santa Cruz.
But you talk about Santa Cruz is coming in. He's not gonna come in. He's gonna use his jab from the outside, and he got speed too.
All right.
It's gonna be that's why bets are bets.
What's the bet, fellas? What is the bet?
No,
what is the bet?
That's why bets are bets.
What's a bet?
But
What's the bet?
I'm gonna bet with you. Let's bet this, dude. I'll bet this with you. Let's bet $100 on the fight.
No problem.
Right?
No problem.
$100.
And then we're gonna bet another $100, right? I'm gonna bet another $100 with you.
For
that
what?
Tank will not stop David Haney.
Okay, what are we betting again?
Oh no, he's not gonna stop him. I'm not saying he's gonna stop him. I'm not saying
Okay. No, but that's because the only way I see Tank winning that fight is by stopping David Haney. To be honest with you, I could bet that with you.
David Haney gonna be on his roller skates, brother.
No, David Haney's gonna use his jab.
No, I know that, but he's not gonna brawl with Tank.
But he don't need to brawl. He's gonna use his advantage. He's gonna use his. He got way better. When David Haney's on fire with that jab, is a wrap.
Let me ask you this.
I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on him. Let
me ask you this question, JP.
I don't see it.
Yep.
Let me ask you this question real quick. Who do you think is a better boxer, Haney or Tank?
To me, naturally, I'm talking about natural boxer. I think David Haney is a little bit better than Tank. Now, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this.
I disagree.
I'm gonna say this because Tank has shown in the last couple of fights, he's shown that he don't need to show his boxing skills. With Pitbull Cruz, he stood in there. He did boxing. He had a broken hand, injured hand or whatever, and he boxed. Okay, I agree. He boxed a little good. He was doing okay. But what I'm saying is, as far as in the ring, like natural boxer that can stay on his toes 12 rounds with no problem, I think David Haney could do it because David Haney don't need to fight an inside fight with Tank. He know that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, dude.
So we got $100.
Right. But this is the problem, though, I have here, though. Tank knows how to make his way in.
I'm not disagreeing. I don't disagree. But
his arms not that short.
Let me ask you a question, Tuti. Let me ask you a question. I want you to be real with this. When has David Haney faced a natural boxer with the credentials that David Haney has? I want to know. Never. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not gonna compare JoJo Diaz to Tank because they're different. I'm gonna be honest. Matter of fact, I think Tank will take JoJo Diaz out of there like in 4 or 5 rounds. That's my pick.
He'll take him out.
He'll take him out of there.
No, he'll take him out. Yeah.
What I try to say is that I do agree with you that I seen David Haney get a little bit, uncomfortable in there when you got guys coming forward like JoJo. I seen it. But he could also adjust. That's why I keep telling people, look at all around his game. If he's doing something wrong, he fixes it doing something like boxing or even staying in there. He don't be running like that. Like people act like he be running. He'll stay in there, make you miss, pay.
Mm-hmm. He went 12 rounds with JoJo Diaz, bro.
Yeah. But who stopped JoJo Diaz? JoJo Diaz, look, JoJo Diaz fought a lot of good fighters. Like, if you think about it, look, he fought Gary Russell. He fought Tevin Farmer. He fought
None of them hit hard.
You're right,
None of
but
them hit hard.
you not know that you don't need to hit hard to be stopped. There's guys that just
Oh, no, yeah,
on
but the way
accumulated
Tank
punching.
fight, you know the problem too. You understand though? When Tank smells blood,
He come forward. I agree.
when he smells
I
blood,
agree with that.
it's over.
That
I'm
deserves a
telling you,
bomb
bro.
right there. That's what you said right there. That's true right there. That shit deserve a bomb. I'm not even gonna lie with that.
That man smells blood.
That's true. When Tank smell blood, that nigga coming forward, and he trying to take you out of there. He don't want to play around with. Matter of fact, if he see you get hurt in anything with a
It's
jab or
over.
anything, a wrap. He's coming in like a
It's
dog,
over.
like a pit
It's
bull.
over.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I just
man.
feel like this. Look, I just feel like this. Look, I feel like this, and I promise you, I feel like this. I don't want to say that. I think I'm gonna give you an example. If Pitbull Cruz was to fight David Haney, I think that David Haney will outbox him easier than Tank did. And the reason why is because he ain't gonna fight a fight inside. Tank gave him a chance. Tank gave Pitbull a chance
Yeah.
because Tank stood in there. And that's the problem. That's what I try to tell people. David Haney's not gonna do that. David Haney know his fight is from the outside, gonna try to pick him apart and fight from the outside. And that's what I think. You know, it's styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're making a bet here with Tank and you know, versus
but this is the problem though. Tank know how to cut off the ring though.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
he
agree.
know how
I
to cut
agree.
off the ring,
He
bro.
really do.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, you saw what he did to Barrios? Barrios just
Yeah,
got
of course.
away.
Nah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
right there.
But
He couldn't
listen,
go nowhere.
Tutti, you know he can't fight going back, bro. The Barrios don't know how to fight going back.
No, you're
He
right.
can't
You're
fight.
right. You're
His
right.
fight
You're
is
right.
coming forward. That nigga Tank was not letting him come forward. Okay, every time he was coming forward, he was giving it to Tank. But then when Tank was putting it on him, he got him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
telling
like
you,
the way
man.
I can't front. I like the way Tank adjusts because he finds a way.
Nah,
But I
he
just
can't.
don't know
Yeah.
if it's gonna be an easy way for him to beat David Haney. To be honest, I just see David
Yo, it's not
Haney.
gonna be easy. Let me tell you something. Terrence Crawford said this week came out his mouth. He said he see David Haney beating Lo Teofimo easy, beating Tank easy, and the only person he don't see David Haney beating easy is Shakur
It's
Stevens.
Shakur Stevenson.
That's what Terrence
Yeah,
Crawford
but
said.
they won't fight.
I
They
don't
won't
agree with
fight.
him.
They
I
won't
don't
fight
agree with
because
him.
they're boys.
I think. Well, yeah, they'll make it. They'll make it happen, yo. They'll make it happen.
Yeah, they'll
There's
make it
money,
happen.
bro. It's all
Yeah.
about money. Yo, if you Duty, no lie. Look, if
Well,
I
David
was in
Haney,
my,
Shakur Stevenson said that he won't fight him. He won't fight um
I don't think so. If they
David
put
Haney.
money in the table,
I
if they
don't
talk
believe
about
that.
millions and
I don't
millions
believe
of
that.
dollars, they'll take it. Angel, let me tell you something. Look,
Mm.
if I'm a boxer,
Yeah.
right? When I was boxing, if I would have been champion of the world, and my boy Tuti tells me, yo, I got a sting around here, bro. I got mad people following me. I see that you got following. Nigga, we boys. I want you to be rich too. Let's make it happen. Let's
You got a
get it
point.
on. I don't think about
You got
that
a point.
that friendship thing
But
there. I think that there's a
but
like even
that
Charlo. Look, Charlo and Spence are like this.
yeah.
And they said, look, I don't want to fight Spence, but if they put the money out there, we fighting even the brothers will fight. They said the brothers will fight for the right money.
Mm. But they did ask Shakur Stevenson. He said, he says he don't even
Yeah,
think that money is gonna bring them into the ring. That's what he said. So
they're good friends though. They're good
yeah,
friends.
they're very good
You know,
friends.
I know that fight will be fantastic because I can't front Shakur
Yeah.
Stevenson. You could be a good boxer like David Haney, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be landing on him. Like Shakur Stevenson is the truth, bro. Now I like Shakur.
Well, moving on. All right, who are your predictions on the Camboses and Heaney? Who you got?
I'm
Heaney?
picking my son a unanimous decision win, but I'm not surprised if the judges rob him. That's my prediction.
Tuti?
I got David Haney, but if he come with that chop pump his chest out, they're gonna rob him.
Hmm. Well, I got
Yeah.
Haney because I don't like Camboses. He beat my guy. That's it.
But now, man, you see, Danger, don't be biased, man.
That's my guy, man. So
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm saying. Look, even me, I like Teofimo, but he beat him fair and square. You know, like,
no, he did. I'm not taking that away. He did. He did beat him fair and
he beat
square.
him. Look, Camboza deserved all the credit in the world, bro. He deserved that title fight with David Haney. He deserved to be the emperor the way he says because he worked hard to get there. But that, to me, I if he beats my guy, which is David Haney, I'm not gonna hate on Camboza.
Well, the reason
I wouldn't say, oh, I don't like him because he beat David Haney. I would say congratulations to him. You know, he beat my guy. You know, he still wouldn't beat my guy. You know, I still think like guys like Shakur Stevenson will give him an easy whooping. That's just my pick.
Okay. All right. Well, I got Haney. We all got Haney on this one, and this is our next scene. There's talks. There's talks on this. There are talks about this year.
Man, listen.
There's
I'll
talks
tell
on
you
this.
the truth.
He ain't gonna beat him. He ain't gonna do it with that trainer.
We never know.
Not with that trainer.
I love Ryan. I'm going with Ryan. I love Ryan. I love Ryan Garcia. Because you know what it is. We gotta see it like this, and I'm gonna say something that people might not like, but Ryan Garcia still is a prospect. He's still a prospect. You know, I still think that he needs to get a better team. I don't know. For me, that team doesn't look like they comfortable together. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but hopefully he does not. And I said this before. I was like, you know what? I'm willing. I think that he'll be ready for him. But see, fighters, right? Fighters like styles make fights, and I know Tank has a good style to fight Ryan right now, especially because if Ryan comes forward, it's gonna be a fight that's gonna benefit Tank. Ryan needs to go. If the fight does happen, I'm gonna go with my heart with Ryan. But knowing boxing, the things that I know, I don't see Tank. I don't see Ryan pulling it out. Or if he does, it's gonna be a real hard fight for him because Tank is gonna make it ugly. The only thing is that I do say is that they both got punching power, and you never know what can happen in the ring when you got two guys coming forward.
I'll just stay quiet. Go ahead, Tuti. You got the floor.
Yeah, you do that because first of all, you said he was even ready for this year to fight that man. You know what I'm saying? You shut your ass up. You know what I'm saying? But they put the message out there, man. Nah, to be honest with you, I told JP. Well, I told JP like a last month. I said, yo, that kid, he's a big kid, right? Because he's a big kid, but he don't know how to use. He don't know how to use it. He don't know how to
That's
use
true.
it, bro. Hey,
That's true.
and you fight somebody like Tank, because Tank could box, man. Tank is a dog, man.
Yeah.
And Ryan Garcia gonna get to his head, especially with that trainer. And you try to go toe to toe with Tank, and you gonna eat the floor, bro. I'm telling you, you gonna eat the floor.
I could agree with that. I could agree with that. I don't like that new trainer that he got, that Joe Goosen guy. Again, people might be like, oh, what are you talking about? Joe Goosen is an all-time great trainer. Yes, but it depends who's he training. You can't just take a boxer like a this kid Ryan Garcia show start like he's slick. He's slick in his own ways. He got speed.
Yeah,
You know,
he
he
could be
got good
slick.
punching
He could be
power.
slick. Yeah.
Make him a freaking boxer puncher. Don't make him go move forward. He's not Diego Corrales. He's not the Ruelas brothers. He's not John Molina. He's not none of these guys. You know, Ryan, look, I say this, and I'm going to tell you again, I said this in the last time. If Ryan was to get a different trainer that can teach him more, like Mark Breland got a beautiful jab. If he could teach him how to use that jab to set up that right, yo, we talking about one of the best fighters pound for pound in the world. Right off the back, if he can learn how to use his height, his jab,
learn.
you know what I'm saying? I could just imagine Floyd Sr. training. I can imagine it because he got that same type of style. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd was to get the hands on that kid, it's a wrap. You talk about, yo, anybody can get it with Ryan. But right now, him stepping forward, I don't know with Tank. Listen, I'm gonna tell Tank called Ryan out like 3 or 4 days ago, or maybe like a week ago. I don't know when it was, but all I know is Tank called him out because he saw something in that fight with Tagoe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, he said, "Yo, right now is the time to get this kid." You want to know something? The only thing I don't agree on this fight, and I was talking to Angel about this, is the 60-40. I don't think this fight should be 60-40 in favor of Tank. I'm sorry, this is just my opinion, because it's known that Ryan Garcia got way more followers than Tank. He got a way more bigger following.
Yeah. Was it? That was it. That was it. It should be 50-50.
It should be like a not even. I'll give him a 55-45.
Because you know why?
A 55-45
You know why?
would
No,
be.
listen. Hold on though. Ryan got fans, but Tank bring out the celebrities though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
but
All right.
good thing right now, you know what I think it is? Right, Tank can bring out all the rappers. You feel me? He could bring rappers out there and all that.
He sells out
This
though.
kid,
Tank
yo,
sells out,
Ryan
man.
is bringing
No,
the
but
women.
hold on, Jake.
Ryan is bringing women where the women are. You know where the men go.
Yeah.
This kid is a
Yeah.
sensational. You know, he's sensational in the social media. He got it on his own right now. This kid is to be honest, let me ask you a question. Is Ryan a champ?
No.
All right. And I'm gonna ask you another question, right? Another question. Who got more followers? And he's a champion, right? He's a champion.
No, Ryan got more followers.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It should be a 55-45 in favor of Tank Davis.
And
I could agree with that because you know he been a champion already. You know, he's been a champion.
Just to piggyback off of what you said about with Tank bringing the rappers, he don't only bring rappers. He brings movie stars. You know, he brings athletes.
Not only rappers. I'm talking about like he heavy on rap. Like
the
the hood is with him.
beat the Pirates 21 zip. Y'all heard that?
Ooh, and I picked them. Good shit.
The Cubs beat the Pirates 21 zip.
Good shit. I'm glad I changed my pick. I mean,
what the hell?
Yeah, my thoughts on this
that was
fight,
football?
man.
Is that football?
Baseball.
No, I know.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my thoughts on this fight, man. I want it to happen. They were saying that it could be a possibility for this year. Who knows? I mean, that could be an early Christmas gift for all of us. Closing out the year. We'll see. Because right now, Ryan, I don't. If that was to come up, maybe De La Hoya may be doing some sort of a deal with whatchamacallit with Tank, because I think if I'm not mistaken, after Rolly, he's on his own, right? He make his own decisions or what?
Yeah, I mean the contract is up.
That's why he's calling out all these people.
Another thing that we were talking about, we forgot to mention, and I want to mention this before we finish with this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You putting up Tank versus Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know that yet, bro. To be honest with you, we don't know that yet.
No,
He said it himself. Listen, Tank said it himself. We can't talk yet about Ryan until this fight with Rolly gets done, is finished. Because this is not going to be an easy fight, bro. And I keep telling people, this fight with Rolly, it depends on how Tank comes in there. If Tank comes in there to try to bang with Rolly, Rolly can bang you out of there, nigga. He's not going to do that. Bro.
Hold on a second, fellas.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that. He's not going to brawl with Rolly. He's not going to brawl.
Dude, hold on a second. Just to clarify this post, because I don't want people to get the misconception that this fight is going to happen. No, that's why I put could be a possibility for 2022.
Yeah, it could be possible.
Because Tank did call out Ryan. And the reason why he called out Ryan, because there's nobody else that he really wants to fight but the top fighters, which are Ryan Garcia, the David Haney's, and all that. So that's this post is not basically a set in stone. That's why I put could be a possibility for 2022. So let's just keep that.
But me and you know this, right? And you know this, that Shakur Stevenson is fighting at the end of this month. We know that, right?
April 30th.
We know that if he wins that fight, there's not another opponent ready for him. We know that, right?
Right. But
why not call him?
You think he's gonna meet? You think
For
he's gonna
Shakur
move up to?
Stevens?
You think he's gonna move up to 135?
130. Why not? He's fighting at 130.
It's 130.
Who?
No,
Tank going
But
down
why
to
not?
130?
They fight at 130 or
Beating Oscar
126?
Valdez, beating Valdez makes him he's the champ. No cap, he's the champ of that division at 130. Why not go for Tank?
You think Tank is
It's
gonna fight him at 130?
Or is it 126?
I think he's at 130. No, he's at
I
130.
don't think he's at 130 yet. He's not
No, I think
130
he's.
yet.
No, he's. I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
At featherweight? Nah,
He's at 126.
that fight is not a featherweight fight.
Yeah,
That's
he's not lightweight yet.
That's a super featherweight fight, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the fight. That's a super featherweight fight. 130 is the limit.
Hold on, fellas.
Nah, what's that? I thought it was 126 he was fighting. I didn't know he was fighting 130.
Yeah, he's fighting at 130. Yeah, I'm sure about that because at 126, my son Stephen Fulton is at the champion.
130.
130. Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Oh, so he gonna move up to 135 then.
You think
he could fight at 135 with Tank? He could fight at 135 with Tank. Why not Tank call for him?
That'd be a good fight. That'd be a great fight. Who you got on that?
I'm gonna tell you right now, off the back. I'm gonna tell you straight up right now. I just think Stevenson is way. I think for me is a way smarter fighter than Tank in the ring. But only thing is that Stevenson got to watch it with that bailout punch that Tank got. Cause he got that punch that he gonna make you think twice about your IQ, about everything that you got, everything you got. He gonna make you think twice about it. But
well,
I'll say this: I think Stevenson got the edge on that fight. That's just me.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, before we get,
I never see Stevenson in trouble.
They sparred.
Yeah.
No, they all sparred each other.
Yeah, they sparred. Tank and him sparred, and Tank was like, I didn't want to go to, like, he didn't want to talk about that sparring session, but I think I'm not gonna, and me neither. I don't know how well it went, but I could tell you one thing that he did say he sparred. He did say he sparred. Damn, yo, there's breaking news. I just got breaking news about the fight.
Who?
About the Tyson Fury fight. I don't want to. Oh wow, yo.
No, don't. Don't.
Yo.
Don't.
That's all I gotta say. Watch the fight.
All right. Hold on. Don't say nothing. Hold on. All right, look.